but whatever, it's fine. Okay, we got 3 tablespoons. That was good. Try to.
How do I?
You want to use like so.
Like that.
So like you want to use
Oh,
this
okay.
leverage. So like
Okay.
keep it closer. You can just keep this like on, but like
Okay.
up and down like that, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Really fast. She's like I can cook. I just don't know recipes and measurements, and that's where I failed.
I just only cooked ramen once because my mom wouldn't cook it.
We're just gonna go without measurements, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
This is not gonna fit. Pre-cooked. Thank God for canned goods.
Oh, that's cool. Hi, I'm Bhavna.
Hi, I'm Nidhi, and welcome to our mukbang. We have here Dubu Gangjeong and Patbap.
And Japchae.
Yes.
So,
And all of it's homemade. There were no hindrances while making any of this food. It went by really nicely and smoothly. We did not take anybody's help. Did it all by ourselves. Yes.
so we did lots of hard work today.
Yeah. What time did we start? Like
Around, you picked me up at like 1:15. I know, 1:40.
let's say we started like around 2:30. Because I think shopping around took a while.
we went to Kim's grocery. Right?
Yeah, Kim's Oriental and then Weiss. To like get all the groceries. A lot of stuff I already had at my house, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
We didn't use some of the required ingredients, right?
Yeah.
Like we didn't have what was it?
We didn't have any meat in our japchae because we're both vegetarians. We unfortunately used mushrooms.
Also, instead of I forget what it was. It was like
rice syrup in our
Gangjeong. We didn't have rice syrup, we added just ketchup and then sugar, white sugar, and then the chili paste. The chili paste. Gochujang, right?
Gochujang, yeah.
Okay, so let's start and see. Which one do you want to see?
I don't know.
I'll go with.
I'm not really good with chopsticks, but like, should we like first?
Yeah. Okay, you wanna go? Okay. 3.
1 second.
You got it.
It's like really heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Not bad in terms of flavoring.
I think Dubu Gangjeong was popular in Buddhism, right?
Yeah, it's a Buddhist temple tradition or recipe because it has no onions, garlic, no meat. So I believe, so therefore it's a popular dish there. Or at least it is a dish you can eat at Buddhist temples.
It's also called a Goryeo dessert in the in China, so it's also popular there due to its influence.
I don't really see the dessert part of it. Like, yeah, it's kind of, it has like a sweet, like,
I thought it was spicy. Do you want to try?
I'm not really excited for the japchae.
You know, let's just try the japchae.
Yeah. I mean, I love japchae. It's the first Korean dish I've ever tried at Mannam. Again, yeah, I'm not excited for this because way too many mushrooms. And I forgot to cut the noodles. So they're like super long and flat.
So, in japchae, usually meat is added, but we both don't eat meat. And since we're pure vegetarians. Yeah. So the original japchae was basically no meat. It was just no noodles, and it was basically invented by one of the kings, King Gwanghae, in the Joseon dynasty, and one of their subjects like created it, like invented it in the kitchen. And the king liked it a lot, so he made it like a staple food for royal celebrations.
It's kind of interesting that you mentioned that the original one had no noodles, because the reason why japchae is like really popular is for its glass noodles, which is made from potato starch. I kind of wish like we made japchae last, because it's like kind of cold now.
I was about to
like, it took a while, and I'm very proud of us, but at the same time I just wish we kind of made it last, so it could be like, you know, hot. This is just kind of room temp.
Cold food tastes sad.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of psychological stuff and physiological stuff that goes into it, but I'm not going to get into the details of that. Oh my god, I completely forgot. I've been taking Korean for 6 semesters, and like one thing that we've learned in class is before you eat, you say 잘 먹겠습니다. I'm so sorry. But yeah, we forgot to say that. It means thank you for, or like I'll eat well, and you're basically thanking the person for food, or thanking food in general. I would like to think that you're thanking the food for existing.
How do you say it?
잘 먹겠습니다.
잘 먹겠습니다.
Yeah.
잘 먹겠습니다.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the good food. Rice is definitely like the main dish in Korean cuisine and culture. It's like a must-have on the table. And then
I feel like it's a thing for a lot of Asian cultures in general.
Us too.
Yeah, even in South Asians.
I think Patbap, there's like different variations. Like you have, I think there's rice bean cakes. Like right.
Also, like a really popular dessert is patbingsu, which is like shaved ice with pat. Like I don't know how they use it, but like patbingsu exists, and it's a very popular dessert. It's kind of like, do you know what butterflies are?
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. From what I've heard and seen, I've never tasted it.
I've known like even for like us, like red is known for being like the main color, you know. It's usually like symbolizes some power, and especially in like Korean culture in the past, it was used for like rituals and to like ward off evil.
Red is like, I feel like it's such an important color in so many different cultures. Like as you were saying, like red is used to like ward off evil, but I also know that I don't think it's just in Korea, but in East Asian cultures, writing your name with red ink is like really bad luck, because you only write your name with red ink, or someone's name with red ink, when they're dead.
We were gonna add kimchi to this, but then you told me there's
fish oils and kimchi, unfortunately. But there's a recipe for vegetarian kimchi out there. We should probably mention all these recipes are from Mangchi. She's this really sweet, adorable little lady who has really good recipes that are also vegetarian and vegan friendly.
Monkey.
Plenty of hearts for you. Lots of hearts for you. Lots of hearts for you. Oh, that could be our thumbnail.
Yo.
And yeah, but she does have a recipe for vegetarian kimchi. It just takes a long time, and honestly, since we've been at this since like 2:30 to 7, just making, which is so much longer than I thought. Adding kimchi on the side would have killed us.
They had kimchi once. It was with fish oil, obviously.
I didn't know I had fish oil initially until like I was like, kimchi's so prominent. Let me try it. Like, you know what? Like, I just was curious about the recipe. Not that I was gonna make it, but I looked it up and she's like, oh, there's fish oil, but I have a special recipe for vegetarian kimchi that I've experimented with, like Mangchi. I saw Mangchi's video, and that's when I found out. I'm like, oh shoot, I should have eaten kimchi before. I saw this one drama in which they showed like the woman of a small town making kimchi together. Like it's a yearly thing where they just all where like the women of the community come together and make kimchi together.
Which drama? I think I know.
Because it's my first life. Because it's my first life. I think that's what it's called.
I feel like, what's your favorite meal out of these three? First. Mine is definitely the Japchae and the Patbap.
I think I like all three. I like at least the way we made it. It like balances out really well.
I feel like this with that is like the best. I feel like I could eat this Japchae like anytime. It's kind of like Maggie in a sense.
Maggie is so good.
It is.
It's basically like the Indian ramen.
Yeah. You know, I bought this because I was bored. Do you want one?
Random fun fact. Did you know? 11/11, November 11th is known as Pepero Day. Pepero is like the Indian, not Indian. What am I saying? The Korean version of Pocky. Like you know, because Pockies are like look like ones, so they call it. So 11/11 they call it Pepero Day.
That's interesting. Why did we choose this food?
Oh yeah.
Like, why did we choose this?
You said you wanted to have patbap because you like beans.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I think it's because I like the. How do you say rajma?
Rajma.
Yeah.
Red kidney beans.
Yeah, red kidney beans. I really like red kidney beans, especially when it's like just red kidney beans. And you know,
Rajma
I vibe with beans.
Yeah, no, me too.
I mean, beans go with anything for me.
Literally, Rajma chawal is an Indian dish, but like
It's so good.
It's so good. Like I don't understand why.
It's basically like red bean with rice.
I don't understand why like Indian restaurants don't invest in like actually good tasting dishes instead of like the same plain old boring like Punjabi Western fusion stuff. It's disgusting. It's so annoying. Ooh, little fun fact. We might cut this out, but did you know curry is not an Indian thing? It's a British word.
What?
Curry. That's a British word.
No way.
Yeah, that's what they called all Indian. That was like an umbrella term for like a lot of Indian foods. Usually like Indian foods that have gravy, they use the word curry as an umbrella term, but like it just spread everywhere else and everyone's like, oh, Indian food is basically curry. I'm like, it really isn't, because it's not even an Indian word.
I didn't even know we had curry. Until someone... No, I just don't call it curry.
Yeah, no, I don't know any Indian person who calls it curry.
No.
I feel like I've seen Indians on TV call it curry, but like...
Not like
in
any...
person.
Yeah. Usually when I'm stressed, or after a long, hard day, I eat spicy food. Even though it like probably ruptures my stomach. Because it's kind of like soothing, you know?
I know in Korea, tteokbokki is considered sometimes to be like a relaxing food. Relaxing food?
Relaxing food.
Because of how spicy it can be. I really want to try making tteokbokki.
I think our professor mentioned how a lot of Korean food is like spicy and hot. Sorry, professor, our food is cold. We're sorry. We will work harder next time. Right, Ting?
Listen, if we were good cooks and we could work through everything quickly, like...
Oh yeah.
I almost cried during while cutting onions. I mean, I always cry when cutting onions, but this time I actually put it in cold water, which apparently is supposed to help you cry less. My eyes still burn. I almost cried again, but yeah, it just took a really long time. Therefore, everything is cold. My dad's home with my brother. Food. Food, Joel.
What?
Soup बनाएगा.
I don't know. That's nice. Good. Good job.
That's your brother?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
it's just everywhere. I'm so tired of eating. I really cannot eat. Like, I was so hungry before this.
You look.
I was so hungry before this, and now I'm like, I can't eat anymore.
I'm probably gonna pack this up.
How do mukbangers eat so excessively?
You know, I have a small stomach, so I can't eat much in the first place. But you know, we didn't eat breakfast, so I thought I was gonna eat a lot. And when it comes to the food, I'm like, yo.
We didn't have breakfast. We didn't have lunch, thinking this was gonna be our lunch.
I
So we
know
ended up having this for dinner. We literally went hungry all day, and now we can't eat.
We just fasted.
The pop-up's actually too sweet for me. I'm gonna add a little gochujang into this. Maybe because it's so sweet, I don't like it. Like, I don't like sugar sweet. I like jaggery sweet. I don't know if that's a different. I think jaggery is made from sugar as well, but like,
You know the mithai where it's like milk cake mithai? I love that. That's my favorite.
so like anything made of malai.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do other types of mithai. Like, you know the ones that you cook and make or whatever?
Oh, like halwa and stuff.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's way too sweet. My teeth will fall out, bro.
Just put in less sugar. Just put in less sugar. That's what my mom does. My mom makes really good halwa. Actually, ever since I've taken this class, I've been a lot more interested in
Food.
Food, especially like Indian food, because like I told you about the whole curry thing. So like where that came from. I mean, they say that the word itself, it like derives from a certain dish in Tamil Nadu.
I think this experience has taught me a lot. In terms of cooking, because in my house, my dad usually cooks, my mom cooks too sometimes. When my dad cooks, and he's like, cooking is hard. And I'm like, you know, you just mix it all together and boom. Now I understand. That ain't it. If it was boom, your kitchen would go boom.
Yeah. Most of the people that I know that cook on a regular basis have all told me you don't need a measuring cup or you don't need measuring spoon. Then I'm just like, I need to measure.
Yeah.
Like, my mom doesn't measure. I have friends who like cook as well regularly, and they have for years, and they're just like, you don't need to worry about measuring properly. Like, you just go along. Like, you feel for it. You just know. You have a feel for it. And I'm just like, I don't have that feeling yet.
Thank you for coming to our mukbang.
Oh, there's also
Mukbang.
just like how there's a way to say thank you for the food, like before eating, there's also a way to say thank you for food after eating.
Oh, what's
잘 먹었습니다.
Instead
of 먹겠습니다, it's 먹었습니다.
잘 먹었습니다.
먹었습니다.
잘 먹었습니다.
Yeah, it means I ate well. It's past tense. The first one is like I will eat well.
Okay.
And then the
잘 먹습니다. 잘
먹었습니다.
잘 먹었습니다.
Yeah.
잘 먹었습니다. Okay, I will work on my pronunciation.
It takes a little practice to get it.
잘
잘 먹었습니다.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
잘 먹었습니다. It's so awkward for me.
There's a lot of mushrooms, man.